Hey you guys, welcome to Crafting with Giulia. I'm Giulia and I'm so glad you tuned in today. If you enjoy my videos, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel and ring the bell so you can be notified of all my newly released videos. Also, feel free to follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and I invite you to join my Facebook group called Crafting with Giulia's Creative Community, where you can be part of my crafting family. All of these links are in the description below this video. I've got a fun project for you today. We're going to be making 3 different items, all using chicken wire. I'm also going to show you how to make flowers using drop cloths. Very simple and very pretty. So let's get started. For this project, I already stained my wood pieces. So I stained it using Rust-Oleum decorative glaze in the Java Brown. I already stained the wood pieces and I already stained my hen, which I found a pattern for the hen and I cut it out with my scroll saw. So I cut out the hen first and then I cut out the pieces to lay on top because I wanted it to be 3-dimensional. So I went ahead and stained that, and now I'm going to paint these pieces white. But first I'm going to put wax on them because this is the distressing method I'm going to use because I want the white paint to be distressed. So I'm going to put some wax on it first. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to paint these 2 pieces. I'm going to paint them white. Now these pieces I already cut and I stained them with the same stain, and the side pieces measure 12 inches by 1.5 and the top pieces are 8 inches by 1.5. So I am going to, with my staple gun, I am going to staple the chicken wire to the back of the frame. First I'm going to attach the frame with wood glue. So I'm going to put a little bit of wood glue on here. And I'm going to attach it to the Okay, so I'm going to wait for that to dry, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to attach the chicken wire to the back of that with my staple gun. So now my chicken wire is stapled to the back of my frame, and now I'm ready to cut this part off. So I'm just going to take some wire cutters and just snip this part off. Okay, that part comes off. And now I'll turn it around, and there's my frame. Now I'm ready to put my chicken on. Now, before I hang this, I am going to cover the back with tape just so that I don't get pricked by the wire edge. I'll just put some tape to cover that. But right now I am going to put my chicken in, and I'm going to lay him right there. So I am going to use some hot glue and glue him on. And I'll wait for that to set. Meantime, while that's setting, I made a stencil with my Cricut die cut machine, and I'm going to put some words on the top and the bottom. I'm going to stencil it on. So here is my stencil. I'm going to put that right in the center. Okay, and then I'm going to put this one down here. So I'm going to pull off the back. And I'm going to put it down. I'm going to center it. Give it a scrape. And then pull the top one off. There we go. Got to make sure all of the lettering is on there. Okay, now I'm ready to stencil. So I'm going to take my stenciling brush and a little chalk paint, and I'm just going to brush on very lightly. Okay, let's pull that off. Okay. Now I'll just grab my tweezers so I can pull the center off. Okay, so far, like it. And now I'm going to stencil the bottom one. Okay, let's see. So far, so good. I'm loving it. Let's pull that off. Love it. Laid on the farm. Now we're not done yet. Now we have to put our chicken together. So let's do that. Okay, we're ready to distress the face and the wings. So I put the wax on, then I put the paint over it, and now we're just going to take a scraper and we're going to distress. Now see how nice that comes out? So you just want to distress it where you want. I don't want it to be too much. I just want it to be around the edges. Okay. Now I have it nice and distressed. Now I'm going to take some wood glue and attach it to the body. Okay. Now I'm going to draw some eyes and a beak. Let's put the wire on now. I bought this rusted wire. It comes rusted. I bought it on Amazon. It actually comes rusted. And it's pretty sturdy. So this is what I'm going to use to hang this frame. So I attached it to the chicken wire in the back, and I'm going to do a little curly thing on one end. I'm going to curl it around. Okay, and then I'm going to bring it up to where I'm going to hang it. And then I'm going to curl it around the other side. Let's do that again. And then I'm going to attach it to the back. Okay, so far that's what we have. And now I'm just going to add a little bit of raffia on the bottom to make it look like she's sitting on a nest. And that's our finished product. This project starts out with a wire clothes hanger. So I took a wire clothes hanger and I manipulated it into the shape of a heart. So once you've got it into the shape of a heart, we're just going to take some twine and we're going to wrap it around the entire hanger. So I'm just going to put a little glue to start it. And we're just going to keep wrapping the twine around. Now we're ready to glue the chicken wire to the hanger. Now that I have all the twine wrapped around the hanger, we are now going to glue it. So I'm going to take some hot glue, and it's better to have more than what you need. This way you can cut away the rest rather than make a mistake and not have enough. So we're just going to put a little glue, and we're going to glue all of the chicken wire to the back of the hanger. My chicken wire is all glued to the back of the hanger, and now we are just going to snip away at the excess. So now that my chicken wire is on and I snipped off all the excess, we're going to embellish it with flowers. Now, I made these florals using drop cloth, and this is material that comes in a roll. These are from Joann's. I bought them at Joann's. I'm pretty sure you can probably get it at Michael's also. It's a fabric roll. And the pieces are, there's 20 strips, 5 designs for each of each design. And they are 2.5 inches by 42 inches long. So what I did was, first we're going to take a piece of cardboard. This is 3.5 inch circle. And we're going to take some burlap. I'm sorry, not burlap, drop cloth. And I am going to make a flower with it. So let me get a small piece here. And it starts by putting some glue in the center. And then taking the drop cloth, I made these strips and I stained them in tea. You put the glue in the center and just keep turning and twirling. Turn, twirl. And just keep doing this until you get your flower. And every so often, put some glue so that the fabric stays. And then the bottom piece, you're going to just glue it onto the bottom of the cardboard. And that's how you get your little rosette. Okay. Then for the other piece, we're going to take a larger circle and we're going to make the base. So I'm going to take one of these pieces, I guess this one here, and I am going to fold it over, and we're just going to run a stitch around the edge. So all the way around, you just want to run a stitch. And when you get to the end, you just want to bunch it all together, and you're going to make your flower. So you're going to sew the end pieces together. Okay, and we have our flower. So now we're just going to lay out the ruffles, and we're going to glue it onto the base. Like that, okay? And then we're going to take this flower and we're going to put it right in the center. And there's our flower. Pretty? Okay, so I made 2 of those that we're going to put on there. And then we're going to make a bigger one and put it there, and then have little ones all around. So now I want to embellish the flowers a little bit. So I have these, I don't know what they're called. I got them from Amazon. They're just a pearl rhinestone crafts. They come in 44 pieces in a box, and they're all different embellishments. It's so pretty, and the back is flat. So unlike a button where you have that little knob in the back, these are flat, and you can just glue them right onto your flower or design, whatever you want to do. So I'm going to use this one here. This is so pretty. Let's open this up. Look how pretty that is. And I'm going to put that right in the center of that. Look how pretty that is. That is so gorgeous. I got these on Amazon. I will leave a link in the description below if you're interested. See that? How adorable. How pretty. So I'll put one there. That's too big for those. I'll do a different one on those. Yeah, I like that. That one there. And then for the smaller ones, I think I'll put these tiny ones. These are pretty. Yeah, I think I'll use these. how pretty that is. So now I'm going to glue them on to our heart. Okay, and then I'm going to take these wooden clothespins that I got from Dollar Tree, and we're going to put them on. And this is going to be a little note holder where you could put little notes and hang it up. What do you think? Stunning. Out of a clothes hanger and chicken wire and drop cloth. Stunning. Now we're going to make a farmhouse kitchen caddy, and I'm going to be using chicken wire, and I am going to be using these tags that I got from Dollar Tree. I'm using 3 tags. Now these tags had glitter all over them, so I went ahead and I sanded all of the glitter off to make it smooth. And what I did was I drilled a hole at the top because that's where I want to put my dowel through. Also, I took the tag off and I filled the holes with wood glue, wood icing, which is this wood icing. So I just removed the tag, removed the little rope that goes around it, and I filled the holes with wood icing and then sanded it all down. All right, drilled the hole with my drill, and now I'm going to go cut those pieces. I'm also going to be using the wooden rulers from Dollar Tree. So I'm going to be removing the black part, the black strips. I'm going to be removing those, and I'm just going to use the wood. So I want them to be 10 inches. So I am going to be cutting, so I'm going to measure 10 inches, which will be there. And I'm cutting them with my miter shears. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now I need 2 for the bottom, 2 for the top, and then for the other side, 2 for the bottom, 2 for the top. So 8 in total I will need for those. And my idea is that I'll be putting the chicken wire between the 2 wood slats to hold it in place on top of my board. Okay, and then these 2 pieces will be the sides, and then it will be held together with a dowel. So let me go and cut these to size. My bottom piece, I'm going to be cutting this part off. Just to give you the measurements, my bottom piece measures 10 inches long. This tag is 8 inches wide. So I'm going to cut the bottom 10 inches long, and the top I'm going to cut to this line here, which is 8 3/4 inches. So it will be 8 3/4 inches high. And then I will cut my chicken wire accordingly. So let me go cut those pieces. I'm going to cut my rulers, and I will be back. So I cut out all my pieces, and I already painted them white because I want to stamp an image on the sides, and it'll be a lot easier before I put it together. So let me go ahead and do that. I'm going to be using this stamp here. This is from Iron Orchid Designs Farm Animals stamp collection. And I'm going to ink up the pad. going to ink the stamp. Make sure I get good coverage. Okay, there's my image on one, and now I'm going to put another image down, ink up the stamp again. Be very careful not to move the stamp. You don't want it to smudge. Lift it straight up, and there's our image. So I am going to staple the chicken wire on with my staple gun using the paint sticks. So I have them stapled on there now, and now I'm going to cut the extra wire off. Okay, now I'm going to glue the other part of the wood on. So I am using wood sticks. This is for wood. It's hot glue for wood. And I got that on Amazon. I will put a link in the description below. So that's all done. And now I'm ready to glue my pieces together. So I am going to glue this up like that, and the other side. So I'm going to run some glue right along the edge. And put that right on there. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing for the other side. Right along the edge. This is very, very strong glue. Okay, now I'm going to put this side up like that. First, put it this way. Okay, and now I'm going to put my dowel in. And we have our caddy. So now I'm going to distress it using Annie Sloan chalk paint in Coco. I'm just going to give it a light distressing. I'm going to dry brush it on. That's what it looks like, this dress. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you again real soon. Happy crafting!